Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Feature in Focus, where we will be going over how to customize your positions and customize the assessment to match your positions within your guys' account. I have a new face on this week. This is Trevor, who is a part of our service team. If you have chatted in to the chat bot on the bottom right of your account, maybe you have spoke to Trevor before. Trevor, if you want to introduce yourself a little.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. I've been with Ideal Traits for just under 3 years now. I'm on the client success team or client support team, whatever CS stands for. I'm still not entirely sure. But yeah, I've been doing everything in support from, helping with job ads to navigating through the system to, making sure that all of our clients are able to, use the software to its, best ability.
Yeah, yes, we are very thankful to have Trevor. Um, So, just a few reminders as before we get into kind of going over positions. This is being recorded, so if you do have to jump, run to another meeting, it will be emailed out to all of you and uploaded onto YouTube so that you guys can watch it later on down the road. Next week, a little preview, we will be having our personal rep at Indeed. Her name is Jacqueline. She will be joining me next week on our Feature in Focus, really just diving into Indeed 101, how to make sure your job ads are getting the best traction, attracting the right candidates, and really just how to use Indeed as a whole. So that link was included when it was sent out to all of you to RSVP for this webinar. Trevor, if you want to, sometime during this webinar, throw that link in the chat as well. Um, we would love to see you guys next week on that. It will be a little bit lengthier of a session. I think we have an hour scheduled with Jacqueline, so a lot of great info. Bring your questions if you have them. So we will dive right into it today with position. So let me share my screen. Awesome. All right. So when creating a position, there are two areas that you guys can create a new position and kind of customize it with the assessments. So we're going to start in the first place, which is going to be in your settings gear and under hiring settings. You may have come here before to update your notifications in the same exact spot. So updating a position is going to kind of customize everything that goes along with this one position. You'll probably see in your account there are a few already loaded in here. If those make sense for your hiring needs, you can definitely leave them. For the sake of today, we're going to create a new one just so we can kind of start from scratch. So right up here in the top right, you will click Add Position, and this is where you will title that position. So this is a position you will use to label, or the title you label this role. This will also be used in email templates and offer letters, and a lot of other things within the system. So do something that is unique to you and that you'll know what it is, but also beware that it is used in a lot of other areas. So maybe don't name it something super crazy or off the wall. Um, for today, I'm going to do, just click this one, a finance manager. So you can leave a description. Again, this is internal for you if you want to add a description of this position. And then you'll want to make sure this position is turned on, and then you'll click save and we'll click OK. So now we got our position created. Now, next, we're going to customize the assessment that is attached to that position. So if you guys have used our problem solving and the short answer questions, this is where you can craft those and customize it for each unique position. So maybe this is a manager role and we want to ask a lot more in-depth questions with those short answers. Maybe you're hiring for something that you don't really need those short answer questions for and you want to turn that feature off. You really have the option to kind of customize that for your best needs. So we got the position name here. We have the problem solving assessment, or sorry, personality assessment is toggled on. Then you have your problem solving. So if you guys haven't taken this, this is that 15 question problem solving assessment where it is numbers about, I guess, how would you describe the problem solving just as a recap, Trevor?
It's like I guess sequential puzzle problems, like 3, 6, 9. What's the next two numbers? It's like that, but they get harder as they go on. It's great for service-oriented roles or management roles. We don't put as much of a focus on it for sales roles. In fact, it's not uncommon for sales people, sales personalities to skip it altogether or just click the first answer all the way through because that's generally not their cup of tea. So if you are hiring for sales and you get a low score, I would not be discouraged. In fact, that's par for the course.
Yeah. So with that too, if you guys wanted to turn that feature off, this is where you can toggle that on or off. Same with the short answer questions. I love the short answer questions. I think it is a great opportunity to see the candidate's writing abilities. You get to see a little bit of their grammar. If it is a role, maybe customer service, where they are sending emails or doing a lot of documents, then you can definitely kind of see that initial writing skill. But you do have the option to customize these questions. So with the short answers, you'll click this pencil, and then right from here, you can click through our templates. All of these are EEOC compliant, so that is why we do have them set with templates just to keep you guys safe with adding this to your hiring process. Um, but you guys can scroll through here. There are probably 100, if not 200 different templates that you can pick between. And you do have the option to do just one or two if you'd like. So you can select up to 5, but if there's just 2 main ones that you want to focus on, you can just click 2. Once you get your question selected, scroll back up. So this you just unselect here if you are wanting to not have that question and then reselect the ones that you want. Once you have them all selected, you will click insert and that will update these questions right here. So once you have the assessment kind of crafted to what makes sense for the role, you will click save down here at the bottom. And now that um, position and assessment attached to that position is saved. So when you go, and we're going to head over there next, to your job ad builder, now that position will be listed in that drop down. If, let's say, you start hiring for this role and you're like, hey, I really don't like those short answer questions. I actually decided I want to turn on that problem solving. If you want to make any edits at any time, you would just come back to this settings gear. We're in the hiring settings. On this left-hand side, you'll click this assessment tab, and then right to the right of the title of the position, you'll click the pencil. And again, it opens up that area to make any edits that you need. So you guys are welcome to kind of make edits, customize it, create new positions, whatever really makes sense for you guys. So next we're going to head over to the job ad builder. And this is where you can also add a position. And this is where you'll connect your job ad to the position and the assessment that you want to be associated with this job ad. So when creating a new job ad, we're going to select the add new up here. And then this very second question that is required position. So this is where you will see that position we just created. So you'll select the drop down and then right there, the one that we created earlier, we can select. So if you are creating your job ad and you're like, shoot, I wanted to make a new position for this job ad, you can make it right through the job ad builder as well. So you'll see this option down here to add new. And again, you'll get these exact same pop-up windows that we had before, where you will title the job ad. And when you save it, you'll get the exact same options to create those short answer questions and toggle on and off the problem solving and the short answer as well. Once you do save it, you will have to go back to the hiring settings if you want to make edits. but you are able to create new positions right from here to save you guys a little bit of time. Um, One question we typically get often is obviously we have our position up here, and then we have our job title down here. So, Trevor, can you kind of just help explain the difference between the position and the job title?
I would be more than happy to. So the position is mainly for internal use. Of course, it will be in the email communications, or if you send a offer letter, then that position will be referred to. However, the job title is what is going to be on the job boards that applicants are actually looking for. So the position title being sales representative as it is now, totally fine. That gives you as the job seeker or job hirer, lets you know what you're hiring for, of course. But this would not be anything as currently constructed that the job seeker themselves would find. So we would scroll down to job title, and then we would put in whatever that title would be. And we wouldn't want to do just sales representative, of course, since if we're hiring for insurance, we want to let them know what field they'll be in, so it can be a little bit more direct. But this is what will be shown on the job boards. So not in any capacity will the position be on the job boards. So it's very
Okay.
common for people to change the position and then chat into me, and they'll be like, "Hey, my job title's still not changing," and that's because you never changed it. So be sure that you get the title changed, and of course, make sure the title is search engine optimized so that whenever people are searching, that they will be able to find your ad. So make sure you have good keywords. If you don't know what keywords to use, you can always chat in with us, schedule a call with us. We'll let you know what the candidates are looking for.
That's a great explanation. Another thing too is to think long term. So you have your position created for your sales rep. Maybe you fill that role after a couple months, you are no longer hiring, then you want to repost that job ad a couple months down the road, you're looking for another sales rep, you'll repost a new job ad, but both the old and the new job ad are both attached to that one sales representative position. So they're getting the same short answers, they're getting the same assessment, but they were two different job ads that were going out. And that one was kind of the overarching umbrella position that kind of covered both of them. So if you guys need any further explanation, kind of understanding the difference of the position versus the job title, definitely feel free to chat in to Trevor at any time, schedule a call with us. We can kind of dive deeper into it. That's probably one of the biggest questions we get, but once you start to use the system, it really does start to make more sense. So um, now that you have your position set up, another kind of few features that you can use is when you are in the candidates tab, you can actually filter by the position as well. So if you attended a couple weeks ago when we went over our filter features, when you're on the candidates tab, to the right of this search box, you can filter by one, the active job ad, but also you can filter by the position. So here is where you can look at any candidates who have applied to that specific position to kind of quickly go through and focus in on just that one role. Um, Also, with the position, as we mentioned, when you are emailing candidates, you can use the position as a variable. So if you are thanking them for applying to your role, um, when you are building out the variables of filling in like their name or your name, your website as different variables in the emails, you can use the position as well. And then, as Trevor mentioned with offer letters, it does pull their position name when you are creating an offer letter for a new employee that you're trying to make an offer for. So, lots of different areas where the position is used. Um, the last thing we'll kind of dive into too, and I know we touch on this every week, but is our automated workflows. This is another area where positions really make a difference. So we'll head on over to the settings gear, and then we have automated workflows. You'll see almost all the way to the bottom of our setting options. So with positions, um, When you are creating a new automated workflow, we're going to click Add New. And once we select a trigger to kind of get along, we'll do a new candidate applies. You have the option to filter by the position. So you see this add filter option, position, and then here are all our positions again. Trevor, can you bring up a couple different workflow scenarios where it would make sense to maybe filter by the position?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the bigger ones would be if you are looking to send perhaps specific communication to different types of applicants. Let's say we have a sales ad up and we have a customer service job ad up, and we want to send, an email after they complete the assessment. Or let's say we want to send a one-way video interview after they've completed the assessment. We can filter by position, create multiple workflows, and then we can ensure that we're sending the customer service video interview just to our customer service applicants, because of course we don't want to be sending sales video interviews to them because they'll probably get freaked out and not even take it, right? So it allows you to customize exactly who you're sending it to so that you're not sending out just general messages, in a shotgun approach to hit everyone. This really allows you to make sure the people that you exactly want to see will see it. And it can be for sending emails out, sending a text message out. We always encourage reaching out to applicants ASAP after they apply. It could be, let's say we had one for service and one for sales, an intro text message, and maybe just the wording's a little bit different. And even that small customization can be the difference in getting a successful hire. So I would definitely take advantage of these.
Yeah. Another one that kind of came to mind too as you were talking, Trevor, is um, a one workflow that I know some of our top clients kind of use is tagging or highlighting um, candidates that come through that have the personality results that they are really looking for at the top. So, if someone, an example, you could build out a workflow. New candidate applies, they applied for your sales role. You could actually have it tag the candidate if they have those sales personalities results that come back. So, there are with workflows there are endless, really. I say endless because I guess there is an end, but there are so many options for you to kind of build out and customize the workflow to make sense for your hiring needs. And using that position you can get really creative with based on candidates that apply for a certain position, moving them to certain stages, looking at certain personalities, looking at certain pre-qualifying scores, all of that good stuff. Trevor mentioned the different communications based on it, really, really crafting it specific to the position, but also to your hiring needs. So, with workflows, if you guys ever need help setting up that workflow, you all have one free workflow included in your account. It is a huge time saver. Takes a little bit of thinking, a little bit of creativity to kind of set up and make sure it's working for you. If you ever have questions setting that up, chat in to the blue chat bubble at the bottom of your account, and you can reach out to Trevor, our help center. And to schedule a phone call is right up here in this top right, the question mark, where you guys can view help articles on workflows or also request a support call. We would be happy to jump on a call. We can get on a video call, going to share screens, walk through building a workflow that makes sense for you, helping you create a position, really exactly what you guys need. So, um, that is all I have today. Trevor, do you have anything else to kind of add in for positions?
Um, I guess really just the final thought I have is when it comes to like filtering candidates that you showed them. Of course, you can filter with the job ad like you showed in the position, but you'll find yourself using the filter by position much more because, say you repost a job ad, then even if it's the same exact job ad, prior applicants won't show up if you filter by the active job ad. So I would primarily focus on filtering by position rather than active job ad, just so you get the whole picture. And if you repost a job ad or if it gets expired or et cetera, it'll definitely be good for you. But other than that, I think you covered it all.
Awesome. 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 Well, we will see you all Next week, please come RSVP and attend our Indeed 101 webinar. Like I said, Jacqueline, our rep from Indeed, will be here. Bring your questions. She will be able to answer any questions specific on Indeed, think sponsorship, think posting jobs, great job titles. Bring all your questions. We will be happy to kind of go over them and make sure you guys get all the answers that you need. So, um, let us know if you need anything. Trevor just sent the webinar for next week. If you guys want to RSVP early, it will be sent out again, maybe once or twice next week, just a final push in case you miss it. But give us a holler if you need anything, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your day.